Hi everybody, Houston Singletary. We're going to run through the new Orchestral Instrument Collection, the new OIC library from Ableton. Going to take you through some of the presets and show you how amazing some of these patches are, this library. It's really, really cool. So you can see I've got a setup here that I'm going to explain to you. I've got 3 MIDI tracks from left to right. I've got my string ensemble on one. Okay, my string ensemble staccato library on MIDI track number 2. I'm going to go ahead and widen up the string ensemble on 1, even these out, and adjust that way too. So we got these opened up a little bit so we can see them. And lastly, on track 3, MIDI track 3, I've got the violin legato sound, which is just unbelievable. So now if I go down and hit record, I'm able to hear. I'm able to hear the input playing these 3 instruments at the same time. How are they doing that? Let's go over here to the far right and open up our I/O. Tab button here brings up our ins and outs. Okay, so let's go back over to MIDI input, and I'll say MIDI in from, well, I'll just say all ins because I got a master keyboard, happens to be the Phantom G, so I'll just hit all ins. Okay, that'll get the signal in, so I'm going to go ahead and route that back into the controller, which is the Phantom G. So I've got MIDI input channel receiving from my controller, the Phantom, and then going back into it. That MIDI signal is actually triggering these first 3 MIDI tracks. How are they doing that? We say MIDI input from the MIDI input track. Watch what happens when I change, just to clarify here, the name of track number 4. Okay, master MIDI input. And you see those change automatically. So I've got master MIDI input being received into channel 1 is the input MIDI, number 2, track number 2, and track number 3. Therefore, I can put everything in monitor input. That way it'll pass the audio from the actual library, the OIC library, and it'll receive the MIDI signals triggering, MIDI input triggering the sounds themselves, all from one input. So it makes things really, really easy. Especially when you get into stacks, like I'm doing here, with multiple instruments, which is, to me, really what the whole orchestral library is all about. Hearing that ensemble, certainly well and good to play solo instruments at specific times in the arrangement. But in this case, I want some inspiration, so I wanted to go ahead and build something with an overall ensemble that's got a nice slow attack and a little bit of release, but then some brighter attacks on the ensemble staccato, and then the violin to add that realism of the high string and the mid-range as well. Watch what happens when I mute MIDI's channels 3 and 2. This brings up the string ensemble passing audio. Now when I play, see there's that nice soft attack. If I go over and mute track 1 and go to track number 2, I got the more staccato. Really, really nice. Let's go over and look at the violin, one of my favorites. Absolutely amazing sounding, and that's the violin solo legato patch that's in the OIC collection. What happens when I bring all these together? I simply bring these back in, I unmute, and now all 3 will play, being triggered, as you remember, from my master MIDI input track. Very, very cool. In the next chapter, we're going to talk about how we can break these tracks out and start building an arrangement here in the session view.